Alright, what is up guys, Nate4 here and welcome back to another movie review, and today we're going to be talking about Saw X because Saw X sounds a lot cooler than Saw 10, okay? And I know I'm a few days late. I watched the movie a couple days ago, but I was kind of sick and like my throat and everything, it's a bit sore. I don't know if you hear it right now, but my apologies. Better late than never, okay? It's still October, still spooky season, so it still counts. But I'll be letting you guys know my personal thoughts on the movie because, it's so important what I think. But anyways, without further ado, ladies and gents, please go ahead and drop a like on this video, share the video, subscribe if you haven't already. I would appreciate it, and it's free, and it would help me out a ton. But yeah, let's hop straight into it. And yeah, man, we're back with another Saw movie because if it makes money, it makes sense, okay? And according to Hollywood, if they see anything that they can make a cheaply made movie and it makes a buttload of money, why not keep making it? And yes, they made a bunch of Saw movies. It's pretty much the equivalent to like a Fast and Furious, like, do we need another one? Or is this like a cash grab kind of thing? But no, I actually thought Saw X was pretty fun, man. I thought this movie was really cool. Um, it's definitely one of the better Saw movies, and it's actually the highest rated Saw movie up to date, which is kind of weird considering the franchise has been going on for like 19 years now. So that's kind of crazy to think about, man. But I do think it's one of the better ones. So if you're a fan of the Saw franchise or anything like that, um, you'll have a good time with this one. I really enjoyed that this movie. It kind of took its time with the flow, and some people might say it started off kind of slow, but that's just building up the story and everything like that. So it's not just straight people getting tortured right out the gate. It takes its time to build that flow. You feel for the character. You understand why John Kramer is doing what he's doing, and it's a bit of a prequel in a sense. I believe this movie it takes place after the first movie, but before the second one. So it's kind of like Saw 1.5 of sorts. The entire Saw franchise is very like convoluted. There's a lot of retcons and stuff like that. It's definitely one of the messier horror movie franchises. It's up there with the Halloween series where it's like they got like 2 to 3 different timelines. It's weird. Okay, I don't know what to say. And I do believe that this movie it follows the right formula for why the Saw movies work. Why some do and some don't. This movie it has John Kramer. He's the front and center. He's the main character as it should be. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of the other characters that we follow through some of the other films, they're fine. They're cool. But John Kramer, he's the one. The Godfather, the ringleader. So it's cool that we follow him. And another good thing is like it's not just straight torture. Like it's not like oh my god, this is like unbearable to watch. It's not like that. The traps are very gruesome and very brutal. I won't say they're like the worst in the franchise. Not like the ones that's like, ugh, like it's not like that. Like there are some that make you like a bit squeamish, but I think you'll be okay. All right, it's not for everyone though. Okay, as we know, the Saw franchise it's not for everyone. There's lots of gore and everything like that, lots of blood, lots of screaming. So it's not for everyone. So be advised. But I'll say compared to like movies like Terrifier 2, I was able to handle it, man. It wasn't too bad for me. I've seen almost every horror movie there is to see, so this one it was pretty tolerable in that regard. Um, I like the change of scenery though. It's a new location. It takes place in Mexico. That's a interesting place to shoot a Saw movie. I wouldn't expect that, but they did it and it worked. So I'm not mad at it. And like I said, I do think it's a good return to the franchise. It's very back to basics kind of feeling. Um, and I don't know. They keep doing this thing where they keep like saying, "Oh, this movie takes place before this one. This one takes place before this one." They keep trying to like make John Kramer seem like he's a lot younger than what he is, and it's like physically it does not show that at all. But like I said, I do think that's is one of the better Saw films. Definitely, it's definitely like top three. It has to be. It follows a formula. The reviews are really good. Everyone's liking it so far. Because I know a lot of people weren't quite feeling the last Saw movie, the one with Chris Rock in it, Spiral from the Book of Saw. I thought it was fine. I thought it was cool. It was all right. It was very predictable. It was a very predictable movie, but I at least thought it was fun. Okay, it was cool. I could tell that Chris Rock was very passionate about it, but I already talked about that in a different movie review that was actually like 2 years ago. That's crazy to think about. But yeah, I know that movie got like a lot of heat, but I thought it was okay. It was tolerable. This is the better movie, but like I said, the Saw franchise is very up or down. The reviews, the critics, they're not the biggest fans of the Saw franchise. It's been established years ago. They don't like the whole torture, the convoluted plots because, like I said, they're very hit or miss. Okay, and looking back at a lot of these horror movies recently, like movies like some of these Halloween movies were not great. Some of these Friday the 13th movies, not great. Some of these some of these Nightmare on Elm Street movies were very iffy, and I just got to say it, man. I have to. Okay, I get they're classics, they're icons, but some of these characters and some of these movies just were not it at all. Okay, I'd probably say maybe Chucky and Scream Ghostface probably has the best track record. They're not perfect either, but I say those two are probably the best in terms of hit after hit after hit. But that's just me. Okay, everyone's different. Everyone has their own personal preference. And a bit of a spoiler territory here. So if you don't want to hear anything, click out now. Go watch the movie, then come back. But I did like that this movie did bring back some characters. I like that they have Amanda and Hoffman in this movie. They both make appearances. Um, because I like Amanda. I know the Hoffman movies are kind of in the franchise where it's like all of it kind of gets like a bit foggy for me because I'm like, wait, which Saw movie is this one? Which one is this? Is this five? Is this seven? Like, which one is this? So that's why I'm like, the Hoffman movies are very hit or miss for a lot of people, but it was surprising to see Amanda, man. I was very surprised by that, and it's 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 like you have to root for John Kramer, even though what he's doing is wrong. The people that he's doing it to, the people who he's trying to teach a lesson to, are probably worse people. Just pretty much 90% of the people in this movie are just overall bad people. But you have to root for somebody. And it's the classic John Kramer. So I thought this movie was cool. It was fun. I'd watch the Saw franchise until the wheels fall off. Um, Solid 8 out of 10. It's not perfect, but overall, I enjoyed myself. It was better than what I thought it would be. So yeah, if it makes money, it makes sense. I'm satisfied. Saw X, go see it. They need to advertise me so I can promote this movie even more. But yeah, man, a minute forward, I am out. Peace.